decided to like look at something a little bit more challenging, and at the time that was bridal. I was kind of interested at the time of being like a seamstress, even if it was just like part-time, but they didn't really have anything available unless I wanted to work at like a laundry cleaner, and they would have just paid me like regular minimum wage as opposed to anything valuable for my skills. So yeah, I decided to take up looking at a couple of different bridal shops. I interviewed at 3 different places, and I ended up getting hired by a small shop. I don't even remember what the name of it is right now, but that's probably for the best that I just don't go telling people. But I decided after getting hired that I would keep my other job that I had been working at the retail store, because it was simply, the bridal store was part-time. It was only 3 to 4 days a week, and that wasn't enough for me to like pay for my bills, but also I had gotten to know the people at the retail job really well, and I wanted to keep them as my coworkers. So I spent like weeks training with them, memorizing all of the brands, like their creators, what they took for inspiration, all of the fabrics and what properties they had, how easy were they to clean, did they come in other colors, like what price points did those colors come in, could you hand dye them, like etc, etc, etc. And I was doing really well. It was kind of intimidating doing like technically high-end sales, because these dresses were obviously worth like a couple of grand. I don't think there was more than 2 dresses in the entire shop floor that were less than a grand. This was definitely not like a David's Bridal. It was kind of like a smaller bougie shop. So I did my best. My boss, I remember, was very, she was a very, like, harsh woman. Like, I remember once when I was training on how to start, like, a, like, the beginning of a sale, kind of like introducing yourself to, like, the customer and getting to know them. I was too cheery, and she interrupted me by saying, like, no, I'm just gonna stop you right there, which I found very jarring, because beforehand, even with like my previous manager at the retail store, who I thought was pretty forthcoming, and very blunt, that, yeah, I was just kind of caught off guard by like how rude it was. I don't know, I feel like a lot of times in like corporate settings, like people are a lot nicer than they would normally be, even if it's for a larger mistake. But yeah, it was just like something super simple, just to get like immediate backlash for it. But that's how she was. She was very tough. But I remember she took me out to eat during a lunch period once, which none of my bosses had ever done for me before, and so she made me feel like very special and wanted, even though like working with her personally, like on a on the retail level, was definitely difficult. But yeah, I persisted, and eventually, after shadowing other employees for about a month, they started giving me more free reign to assist customers and help them out with their fittings. A final fitting wasn't so much because we didn't do any alterations in-house. A final fitting was more of just so that like the bride could put on the dress and feel like, yeah, this is my dress and it's really cool and I couldn't be happier with it, sort of thing. And that was it. It was more of like a ceremony than it was like an actual fitting of any sorts. Let me just make another layer for the apples. So one day we were really busy. It was like a Saturday, and there was a lot of people coming into the shop, and there was one particular customer that was coming in who was here just for that final ceremony fitting. And and my boss, who was completely overwhelmed with work, turned to me and was like, "You can do this, right?" And at the time, I definitely thought, no, I can't do this. Like, I'm not comfortable taking that work on. I don't think I feel confident like being with the customer alone. But knowing how harsh my boss was, I said yes, because I felt like if I said no, she was going to see it as like that I wasn't ready for the work that we were doing, and she would consider firing me, essentially. That's how I just felt at that time. And so I started out with the fitting. I brought the woman's dress out. I had a clipboard with a checklist, and the checklist would say like all of the individual parts of the fitting, and like how I would go through, and like how I would like do the initial, like bring the dress out, like how I would hold it, how I would present it to the client, how I would help them into the dress, and put them in accessories along with it, like veils and other things. This was also like an opportunity to sell them like other like accessories, so that would be very good if I could get them to buy something else. And so I had this, yeah, the little tiny checklist, and of course, like, I'm super worried about doing everything perfectly, so I have it right next to me. But I can't find my pen, so I'm frantically digging through the desk drawers at the front desk, trying to find a pen, and I see one that's like all the way in the very back. And it's like just it's like one of those like smooth style black ballpoint pens, and I'm like, sweet, and I take it out and take it with the rest of the dress. So I get the client's dress out, pull it out for them, I help her into the dress, and as I'm helping her into the dress, I look down and I see that my fingers are covered in ink. Like the pen at some point must have busted open and exploded. But the dress is already on the client, and I'm looking at it and I can't really see anything. So I don't say anything, and I'm feeling kind of panicked. I'm thinking maybe I just got lucky and it's just on me and it's not anywhere else. But the bride kind of like got up in front of the mirror, and it was at that time that we were able to see that there were like very faint pen marks. It was actually the mother of the bride who saw the pen marks on the dress first and pointed it out. And I agree that like I can see them there, and I'm like, oh, here, let me go get my manager. And before I go and grab my manager, I went to the bathroom and I washed all of the pen ink off of my hands. So I didn't have any pen ink on my hands. I was just like, oh my god, like there's nothing I can do about this. Like the pen ink's already there, but at least I can prevent the clients from like blowing up in my face essentially and being like, oh, it's your fault, like you did this, etc., etc. So I washed all the pen off, and then I went back to my boss, and my boss was already mad at me. She was like, why are you here in front of me? Like you should be like with the client, like you shouldn't be here in this room at all to ask me anything. And I was like, no, but you don't understand, like the dress has pen on it, like this isn't something that like I was foreseeing, and I don't know what to do. So she went out with me and like tried to kind of like alleviate the problem. Now I knew that because it was like the final fitting and everything, that this was an opportunity that if the client did see anything wrong with the dress, the manufacturers had a deal with us that they would always they would automatically replace the dress if we found anything wrong with it. So I knew that if I lied to them and told them that I didn't know where the pen ink came from, that the client would get her dress like remade for her for free by the brand, and that it would be shipped to her within a week. Like it would be shipped to the store within a week and we would get it back. That was just their policy. So in the back of my head, as I was like washing the pen ink off of my hands, that's what I was thinking, like the best course of action would be to just tell the client that it must have been the manufacturer. That would avoid her blowing up on us specifically. And then we could just get the dress within a week. Like they had like a whole month before the wedding, so it wasn't a big deal. And everything went exactly how I planned it to go, essentially. And that's exactly how I planned it to go. It just went. Like, I lied to the clients and said that I didn't know where the pen ink came from. I told my boss I didn't know where the pen ink came from, so it must have come from manufacturer. And we ended up calling the manufacturer the next day and getting the dress reordered because they had quote unquote messed it up. And the client was not happy, obviously. The mother ended up calling back like later the next day and was like absolutely like furious, obviously, because like her daughter was like distraught, not in the crying way, but like worried that the dress wouldn't be ready on time. But everything was gonna pretty much work itself out. My issue was that I felt super guilty over the entire thing, and I felt like I should come forth and tell them what actually happened. And all of my friends at the time, who were much smarter than me, were like, why? You went through all of that effort to lie and tell them, like, to fabricate this entire story, and like it all worked out. It all worked out, Emmeline. Like, why are you like upset? Like, don't you want to like keep everything fine? Don't you want to keep your job? But I felt bad because when we got the dresses in, it was actually the job of one of the other employees to look over the dress and ensure that there weren't any stains or anything wrong with it before we called the client and let them know that the dress came in. So when I had lied, that girl got in trouble. And so I felt really bad, and I felt like it wasn't her fault. So I ended up telling my manager that I told her what happened. And basically, as it went down, she just said, like, I wish that you had told me that the pen exploding had happened, because I would have helped you. I wouldn't have, like, I wouldn't have blown up at you. I wouldn't have, like, told you it was your fault, because it wasn't. Like, the pen exploding wasn't your fault. But you did lie to me, and then I did lie to the manufacturer for you in order to get the, like, replacement dress and everything. And then obviously I, like, reprimanded that employee for making the mistake when it wasn't her mistake. And so yeah, they fired me, and I totally deserved it. And yep, I don't regret, like, I would say I don't regret, like, owning up to what I did, and I definitely learned from that mistake and will not be doing it again. It was more of, like, I would also say I just don't regret, like, leaving the job either, simply because, see, like, the Control Z is not working on my keyboard again. Maybe it's just running out of batteries. But yeah, I don't regret it because, like, honestly, like, my manager was, like I said, really rude to me in the first place, and I don't know how much longer I would have honestly survived in that workplace with her being there, because she was very harsh. I remember when I first got hired, she told me very proudly that the last time she had hired a girl as young as me, the girl quit and, like, cried on her way out the door. So I just, yeah, it was just not good overall. I don't think I would have survived. I probably would have made a mistake at some point, but I'm glad that at least I didn't have to continue working there, living with the knowledge that I had gotten that other girl in trouble and I had, like, gotten away with it, I guess. But yeah, I got fired, and then literally, like, that next, like, month or two, all of COVID started, and I would have gotten fired from that job anyway. I would have gotten laid off, so to speak. I just would have been out of a job, and then I probably would have just had to get a different one anyways, so yep, it is what it is. I have learned my lesson and did a big dumb. Yeah, exactly, Bihaj. I got away guilt-free. Didn't have any issues after that. I think I have allergies to, like, the outside. That sounds weird, but, like, I feel like it's just no evil line. No, kind of though. That's kind of the vibe. I am kind of evil though. I told you guys how I bit that girl's leg in like the last, and like that was in kindergarten. Like I genuinely think I am evil. Like on like a molecular level, I'm evil. But like like obviously I owned up to my mistake, but I still like gave in to like the temptation of making it in the first place, right? I think this ribbon would look better if I spaced it by 2, so I'm just gonna space it by 2. Do you guys want to hear that? Did everyone hear the story of how I bit that girl's leg the last time I was on during the crafting stream? Honestly though, like that's why, have you guys ever seen my original concept art? Like, did I ever show it to you guys? Because I have it now. A while ago, I think I mentioned it, but then I didn't actually show it because like I didn't have it available. It was kind of like hidden in all of my files and missing. But I have it. Let me like pull it out really quick and just drop it into the Photoshop document so you can see. Here it is. Let me rasterize it and let it load. As you can see, my art form has greatly, vastly improved since I started drawing, because on the Photoshop and stuff, because already this is so much more terrible than like everything that I've been doing on stream. But yeah, this was my original concept design. I was like, I want it to be pink. It's still a business outfit. It's just made out of tweed instead. I also only had 2 arms, and I only had 2 eyes, and I was just cute. I don't think I actually had the idea necessarily that I was a spider at this time. But yeah, it was really cute. And then I heard my voice on, like, so when I made this concept and everything, I had no idea what my voice sounded like on stream, or like on a recording. Like I'd never heard my voice recorded. I only knew what it sounded like, in my own things, and then also like obviously what people have said to me and everything. But yeah, like I designed my character to be very cute and like pink and adorable, and then I heard my voice on recording and I was like, I don't sound like that, like my voice just doesn't fit that character. And so then I ended up falling back into like looking at characters that I liked and admired and making my design more off of what I admired instead of what I thought people perceived me as, because clearly I'm very different than like what people had told me. And that was like, I was looking at like Susie from Little Witch Academia and Reagan and Tanya Degarachev and Balalaika and like all these scary characters in suits, and I was just like, yeah, I'm vibing with that like a lot more. Yeah. I'm glad you think it looks cool. It's not bad. I would actually consider like making my original design outfit into like an additional outfit, but just making it like obviously changing all of the proportions on it and maybe making it with different sleeves, because otherwise it would just be too similar to my normal outfit. But yeah, like I think it's cool. I like the embroidered on like collar that had the like scissors on it. That was like wicked cool. I don't regret making that. It was really cool. So yeah, eventually I will maybe consider making an outfit inspired from that. I will definitely at the very least reuse the collar, because the collar design was wicked. Oh, sorry, yeah, that thing I was saying about allergies, I feel like I'm allergic to whatever is in the air outside of like where I live, and I don't really like get affected by it until I start talking for like extended periods of time at my house, because like the longer that I've been on stream, I can no longer like, I think like my nose is swollen, if that makes sense. Not like on the outside, but like on the inside where like you have like pressure. Because I can't breathe very well out of my nose all of a sudden. I'm suffocating. somehow. Do any of you also like Yojo Senki, or as the wait, what do the cool kids call it? What is it in English? What is Yojo Senki in English? I can't even remember. With, you know, like with Tanya Degrachev in it, like what is that now that I think about it? It's blanking and my mind is gone. My nose is stuffed and my mind is gone. I don't remember. What's hay fever? I've never heard of that before. What is hay fever? Oh, that's weird. I also live like super close to like a farm, because this doesn't normally happen. Like if I'm anywhere else in the city, or like if I'm out at like the outdoor mall or something like that, like this doesn't happen at all. It's only when I'm like at home and speaking, and I think it's because I live like really close to where a farm is, and I would not be surprised if I'm like allergic to like the dirt or something. I've definitely been on a camping trip and like literally been sneezing and coughing from like dirt getting in my face, so like yeah, it's possible. I'm just a princess who's allergic to dirt. I'm hoping that I can move soon. I got on a there's like a really nice, like I mean not really nice and like it's really bougie or something, but like I got on the wait list for an apartment that I think is nice, mostly in that it's like literally like $500 less a month than like the place I'm currently living at, and that's more than enough to convince me that I need to live there instead. But yeah, they have a pretty short wait list. They said that they could literally call any day, and then you only have like 24 hours to respond before they will like give your spot to somebody else. So I have to like respond real quick once they actually have it available. But yeah, I hope that I get that so that I can stop feeling like I'm suffocating in my house. Oh, I didn't realize that like one of the arms is drawn at a completely different like level than the other one. Actually, what's stopping me from copy pasting the second sleeve? Nothing. Nothing but my own dignity, and I've thrown that away long ago by becoming a VTuber, so I'm going to copy paste it. But yeah, I can just feel my voice getting lower and lower because I need to talk lower in order to prevent myself from coughing. I need to free transform this. Flip it horizontal. It's funny, it doesn't actually look like a real sleeve until you turn it. Yeah, the second arms are like just in a completely different position from the first one. It's a little weird, but I'll make it work. Sick. I think after I finish this like art, I'm gonna try, like, without closing any of my other programs, I think I'm gonna try running Minecraft because I want to see if I can get it to work with all of the, or actually, let me rephrase, I want to run the program and then pull up my task manager and see what the CPU is at once I, like, actually start using, once I actually start using the like Minecraft program. See how many chunks I can load before it just starts going wacky. Shoop. I would really like to make an adorable mushroom town in Minecraft. Also, I just like Minecraft. It's fun. It's calming. I don't get frustrated feeling like... I mean, don't get me wrong, sorry. The art is lots of fun. I like doing the art. It's great. I love art, but sometimes it's frustrating. When will I be as good at Loette as drawing? At drawing? Never, probably. Shoop-a-doo. Coolio, we have a face. You're playing Minecraft and you're running my stream at the same time? That is privilege. To have such a well-working computer. Let us see, what music shall we have next? Not that. Something with a little more pizzazz, please. Oh, this one right here. Dang, I almost like skipped through the whole song. I think honestly right now my favorite thing to draw is like hair, cause like it's kind of hard to get it wrong. I mean, there's definitely like things that you can do to make it look weird, but like it's still so much fun and you can just be so free. Yeah, what are you making on Minecraft, Behaj? I'm gonna make a whole layer for the hair now. The fun part. Oh, I totally forgot. There's like a new way that I started drawing my hair where like the first layers kind of like become, I don't know how to explain, they become like the first curl so that it's more like realistic. Like this is a curl right here. Like that. Although I kind of feel like drawing my hair a little bit simpler this time. Maybe just like one curl. Like that. Nah, that looks like terrible. Cool. Wow. 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 Me just like no brain working, probably ignoring the chat. Nope, I'm good. Wait, no, I'm not good. What? There's something there. I like exploring, but I got a bit bored because I wasn't sure what else to add to my place. Oh, so, okay, first of all, that's cool. Blah, blah, blah. What am I even thinking? I don't even know. My brain's not working. Bihaj. Yes. Bihaj is what I wanted to say. So, yeah, that's cool that you like exploring. I feel like all of the newer Minecraft updates have made exploring, like, that much more fun because of, like, all of the, like, really amazing, like, cave biomes and stuff that they've come up with recently. But yeah, what am I doing? What am I doing with the hair right now? The way that if you're wondering like how I, visionary, if you're wondering how I decided on like the hairstyle, like period, this is my favorite hairstyle. I just wear this hairstyle all the time. I have like 2 front pieces down and then I braid my hair into pigtails. It's a really fun hairstyle. And I feel like a lot of times, like, I don't know, it's kind of like weird wearing it, I guess, because like it's definitely like a style of hair that is associated with like younger looking characters to have like pigtails, but it's comfortable and I personally like it a lot. I don't know, it's not something that I feel like I don't put it on and I feel like I'm dressed up as a schoolgirl. It just feels very me. So I decided to commit to it and also have my VTuber having this same hairstyle. Although my hair isn't this long, I can say that for sure. But yep, I just love pigtails. They're really cute. And they look really good if you like, after you braid them, if you pull the hair like on the sides to make the braids look like really thick and wide, that's how you make them look like super cool without having like a massive amount of hair. But yeah, it's basically just like my brand to have double pigtails, so but I mean the hairstyle on this drawing is a hairstyle that I've seen on like Pinterest and stuff where people will like loop their hair up at the top to make it look like puppy ears. and then tie it up there, up here. I don't know, maybe I'll find like a wig that I can like display it on, or maybe I can find a picture of it somewhere. I'm not sure what to do with this guy. I need a second puppy ear. I don't want to copy and paste this one though, because it'll look kind of funny, I think. A little too symmetrical. Not everything needs to be perfectly symmetrical and nice looking. But it does need to be vaguely matching at the very least. I guess it's fine. Sick. I feel like 90% of like the things that go through my brain just come from Pinterest. Oh, that's cool. I just saw the recent episode. I promise this won't spoil anything for you as far as like watching Chainsaw Man goes. But like the last episode that played made me really miss my dog. I used to have a I mean, cause of Pochita. Like, I guess that doesn't, yeah, it's just cause of Pochita. They just talk about Pochita and it makes me sad. I used to have a really cute pug, who was literally like the light of my life. And I had my family and I, so when I was about to say we, but yeah, what I mean is my family and I, we had adopted this pug, from a friend who, wasn't able to take care of him anymore because they were moving into an apartment. And so they tried rehoming him to another friend of ours, but then that their current dog didn't get along with the pug, and so I begged my mom to let me take him because he was just so cute, and I had always wanted a pug, and I just wanted it real bad. So she said yes, and I couldn't have been more happy about it. And like, this pug, I will lovingly name him Grub because his normal name is so unique that I'm pretty sure anyone could find me off of it. Like, it's ridiculous. But, so I will just call him Grub. But, Grub, like, was shaped exactly as the name describes him. He was fat and rotund, and most certainly overweight when we first got him. They used to keep him, caged for the majority of the time that they had him before, and I didn't really view it negatively on my friend because the main reason why he was kept in a cage was because he was the dad's dog, and the dad, the whole reason why they were moving to an apartment was because the parents were getting a divorce. So yeah, it made sense. They had other animals, and like anytime you have an animal in an apartment, it's like $600 up to that amount for like the apartment. So yeah, I get why they had to like, you know, take one less pet with them, I guess. So yeah, we took him. And Grub was probably the sweetest dog I've ever met in my entire life. He used to sit in a chair next to me while I sewed. I would call it his sewing chair. and he would just lounge. And he was so fat and so large that like he didn't fit on this like adult sized chair. So like he would either sit with his butt like facing away from the back of the chair, and his face would be so squished that his neck would be like turned upwards and his chin pressed against the chair, or he would sit the other way with his like head basically falling off of it. And I never really got him a different chair. I don't know why I'm thinking back at it. I'm like, am I horrible for not getting him a different chair? But he really liked it. I don't know. He ended up losing weight. We did like take him on a diet. But yeah, the dad had asked them to keep him in like a cage most of the time. So that he didn't get like a lot of exercise, and so he was also very like obsessed with like toys, because basically his only entertainment was like playing with toys that he was given. Yeah, I just remember he really liked chewing on his little tennis balls and like just like lounging around and like sleeping. I remember when we first got him, he wouldn't take food out of your hands, because I think he wasn't allowed to have like treats a lot of times. Like he was just given like regular dog food, and like that was that. So like he used to take a treat. If you handed him like a little treat with your hand, he would like walk away with it while looking back the whole time, and then he would sit down somewhere else in the room and munch on the snack. And if you came closer to him like while he was eating it, he would like stand up and stop eating the treat. Later he ended up getting so comfortable that he would basically like consume your fingers with the treat if you didn't let go of it fast enough. But yeah, he was really nice and fluffy. He used to sit like right next to me and everything in like the bed. He was just so puffy. He used to have like little seal fur, so like anytime I bathed him, he would retain the water so well that even after using like 2 whole towels to dry him, he would still be wet in his undercoat. He's making like a separate layer for the hair ribbon. But yeah, he was just a little doll. He was just so cute. He unfortunately, as my past tense would suggest, he has passed away. And like, I'm like, oh my god, am I tearing up right now? Like seriously, it was like in Chainsaw Man, like the last episode, when Denji said like I had a friend named Pochita, but like a little pup named Pochita, but I can't pet him anymore. Like I literally almost started crying. I just can't stop thinking about Grub. He'll forever be in my heart. I feel like I'll literally be like 30 and then 50 and 60 and I'll still cry about Grub. I didn't have enough time with him. He was only like 7 at the time that he passed. I'm sorry if that was like kind of heavy. I don't know. I was just thinking about him. I don't mean to make it like super sad. I have a lot of like happy memories with Grub. He definitely like super raised my standards for like how cute a pet can be, and like what a pet can like how important like a family member they can be and stuff. I don't know. He was just very nice. I'm very lucky that, like, for the most part, I know Moosh she's a kitten right now. She's, like, doing her kitten thing, okay? So, like, she does have her, like, she has her zoomies and she's kind of crazy sometimes, and yeah, she, like, bites me when she gets, like, overexcited and stuff. But, I hope that, you know, because she does have such like a nice demeanor, that she can calm down and just cuddle, which she is doing currently right now after having like spent an hour running around and trying to bite me to get my attention to play with her. She's just chilling out right now, and I hope that she will become my sewing cat in the way that Grub was my sewing dog. And she will confidently and quietly sit as I work, and I will occasionally stop to pet her and give her kisses. I'm sorry. Okay, but like, Bihaj, you know like a whippet refers to like something completely different, right? Like, wait, hold on. Maybe this is Australian accent stuff. I don't know. Is a whippet what I think it is? I'm pretty sure a whippet is like, yeah. So whippets are like, they're nitrous oxide in like a small container, and I always remember friends using them for like airsoft guns and stuff, but I guess people inhale them like the way that they inhale spray paint and other things to get high. That's what I thought you were talking about, Bihaj. I don't know. I've never heard of a dog being referred to as a whippet, but it is a really cute like word by itself, isn't it? Yeah. The airsoft cartridges are CO2. Exactly, yeah. It's the CO2 like cartridges. Those are called whippets. Is it really? I just heard you call it a greyhound. Whippet breed? Yeah, dog breed. Oh yeah, look at that. Whippets are a quiet and intelligent breed and do not bark unnecessarily. The whippet is extremely fast, capable of reaching speeds up to 35 miles an hour. Those are those really skinny dogs. Are they the tiny ones? Is that why they're not called the greyhound, is because they're like the miniature version of them? I'm not sure. I remember like a while back when like everyone was like really obsessed with like those tiny greyhounds, and like all of the like what was I thinking? All of the like famous people and influencers and stuff were like buying them just for like kicks, and then like months later like they went out of style and like a bunch of people just suddenly like rehomed their pets and stuff. I like watching a lot of like random like YouTube binge videos that like are just on random topics, and I was watching one about like how eventually like a lot of like YouTubers and influencers of all kinds tend to like use pets like commodities and like trinkets essentially, and will just eventually like throw away their animal when they're done with it, essentially. Like they'll rehome the animal, like how Jake Paul had a pig. I don't even watch Jake Paul, but I know he used to have a pig and he rehomed it because he couldn't take care of it. I mean, I'm glad that he rehomed the pig and it got a new place to live, but why buy the pig in the first place was the real question of the video, which was decidedly seemed to be that it just seems that people just buy pets for accessories sometimes and don't really think about the consequences or the care needed for it. I don't think I could ever own a pig. I feel like that would be too much stress. I guess maybe if like it was on a farm or something. But I feel like a pig is so large, I wouldn't know how to care for it. But then again, I also have the rule of thumb that if it can't fit on my lap, I probably wouldn't want it as a pet. Like, I don't think I could own a big dog. They're kind of scary. Plus, I'm like not very strong, and like I've held other dogs, like other people's pets, like on like Like, I've gone out with my friends who had huskies on like a dog walk, and they totally like yanked me the entire time that we were walking. Did you not think I could handle the torque of those dogs? Tiny apples. I don't feel like this apple needs to be smaller, and it needs to like move down. There we go. A cute tiny little collar trim. Oh, so the things are spelled differently. Cool, that's nice. That's so cute. I didn't know they pounce like ponies. I love dogs that like frolic. I used to have a different dog, different from Grub, who also used to frolic through fields and stuff. I love taking him to the to like out into the what would you call that? Like we always call that like the wetlands area, but we like taking them out where like the really tall grass was, so that he could like just frolic through it, like, and enjoy himself jumping through because he was a Jack Russell and like Chihuahua mix. So he was, at least I think he was Jack Russell and Chihuahua mix. He could have been something else, but he looked exactly like a Jack Russell, but his hair was straight and short, and then his ears stood straight up instead of doing the little like fold thing. So I think that that's what he was mixed with. But yeah, he was very adorable, and he liked to jump through like really tall grass, and he would do like a little like pachoo like through it, like jumping instead of walking. Yeah, it looked like the little frolicking that you would see like deer and stuff doing. I never really like decided like on the correct way to draw ruffles, but like I think at this point I've just decided it's like freehanding is fine. Just do it randomly and that works. my god! Guys, how long has my mic been muted? What the heck? Have you guys been talking? Have I been talking to myself this entire time? Oh my gosh. I was literally having a full-on conversation about Devil is a Part-Timer 2. Oh my, no, but here's the thing, like, I answered you. I literally answered you and said, like, no, I'm not muted. I'm not muted at all. You're crazy. But, like, I was muted in the, like, Streamlabs thing because, like, because my roommate came home and I muted it double time to make sure that, like, you guys couldn't hear me, and then I was like, hey, I'm still gonna be streaming for a while. Is there, like, any chance that you could, like, chill out in, like, in your room and, like, please don't, like, make noises? And she was just like, yeah, that's cool. That's fine. And then, like, yeah, I forgot to unmute it on the other side. I've been quiet this whole time. I just, the thing that got me was I went to check and make sure that this new music I turned on wasn't, like, extraordinarily loud over my own voice. And I, like, look over and, like, my mic isn't on at all! Oh no! No, I was literally talking about, like, I was, like, on your conversation about Devil is a Part-Timer 2. I was just saying, like, oh yeah, I watched the first season. I wonder if it's any good. And then I was saying, like, I didn't even think about it, but, like, it feels like the same as, like, I was saying, like, I kind of got really disappointed with the second season of, like, Mrs. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, because, like, it ended up being, like, too generically, like, slice of life-y. And I really didn't like the way that it ended up, like, turning out, because, like, it just, yeah, it was very generic, and, like, kind of missed a lot of the point of, like, the first season. And then, like, I said that I didn't want to watch the second season of, like, Devil is a Part-Timer because they, like, introduced this, like, weird, like, mystery daughter character in, like, the previews. I'm not spoiling anything because, like, I haven't even seen it. It was literally just the previews for, like, the second season. But yeah, they, like, had this mystery daughter character that they brought in, and I was like, I literally have no idea, like, if it's gonna end up being, like, the second season of, like, Mrs. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, because, like, it seems like it's the same. Like, maybe it's gonna be too generically slice of lifey, but now they have, like, a cute daughter, hee hee, and, like, I was muted the whole time. Couldn't hear me, like, rant about that at all. I'm gonna just play, like, a lot of this type of music that I like right now, and hopefully I don't get not demonetized, because that's not how this works. That's not how Twitch works, but hopefully they don't mute part of my video because of the music. And then I'll find out if I'm allowed to play this type of music now, because it's really good, and I want to listen to this type of stuff all the time. Let's listen to this one. Please work. Yeah, as a rhythm gamer, I just like this stuff. I just don't play it because I feel like it's gonna get copy striked. It starts off with DaBaby? Yo! I guess I have to watch it now. Stupid silly drawing. Stupid silly Emmeline muted the entire thing. So dumb and silly. So y'all were, like, literally just talking about Devil Part-Timer by yourselves while I was being quiet the entire time. You guys are true, like, You don't understand how much I appreciate and support you guys if you're willing to sit in my stream when I'm like literally dead silent for 30 minutes. Pew, pew, pew. Yay. So much fun. I feel like this one I will definitely get in trouble for. Is there another one that we can play? A T-Pazolite song? Wonderful. Meow, 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 meow. T-Pazolite, please play for us. I mean, I was very focused on what I was doing and like thinking about the art and thinking about, I was literally talking. Also, I feel like this part of my conversation also got lost too, because right around the time that Visionary was like, hey, I think your mic is muted, I actually said out loud, I was like, no, my mic isn't muted. I just honestly don't feel like talking because today kind of like kicked my butt at work and like I'm very tired and everything just feels like it kind of sucks. Like, I don't know what lately it feels like I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I hope that these streams like entertain you, and I'm very stressed about the fact that I haven't even thought of like a craft to do for Thursday that we have, not Thursday, Friday that we have planned. And I have like a whole day to myself to plan it, and yet like I don't even know what to do. I'm so confused. I feel lost and I don't know what's going on. And then you guys didn't answer me and I was just like, damn, okay, I am in this alone. And I still sat here and I was like, man, I still have to do this. I was also like, I feel pressured. I was like, I don't care how bad of a mood I'm in. Ducky asked me to post an update to Twitter when I was done with this, and if I don't do it, I'm gonna feel bad. Oh no, I totally didn't draw any of the plaid on like the skirt part. Come here, little skirty part. What do you mean by, okay, so Bihaj, what do you mean by like a rhythm song? Because like, are you talking about like anything that has like it kind of sounds like it's supposed to be in a rhythm game, or like what's the vibe? I don't know. I'm not sure. It was like going through like my liked videos and we almost played like a club remix. Like that's not gonna go for me. I really like the artist T-Pazolite like a lot. He's in like a lot of he's like a lot of he's in like a lot of rhythm games. He has a lot of songs in Muse-Dash. In fact, let me see. Can I grab this right here? Go to this man's YouTube channel because everything is good. Everything he makes is good. Most of the time. I feel like sometimes maybe they're too big brained for me and I don't understand the rhythm, but yeah, they're really good. He's playing right now, and he was a previous song too. There's an arcade nearby me that like has a Groove Coaster machine at it. And supposedly there's a Dave & Buster's somewhere that also has a Groove Coaster machine, and I don't know where it is, but it's irrelevant to me now because the Groove Coaster machine that's at my nearby arcade ended up updating their Groove Coaster, and like the mascot is like a completely different girl, like, and there's so many more songs. And like I could literally just sit at it for hours and steal it. I feel like one day, like as a treat to myself, I need to find like a random like Tuesday that they're open and literally go like right when they open and just play for hours, because I always go when like it's a Friday or a Saturday and there's like a million people there, and I feel obligated to not like, you know, like take up the machine in front of everyone else and like not let anyone use it, because that would be rude of me. And yet like I want to take up the entire machine forever. I have more importance over the Groove Coaster machine than anyone else. I must train to become better rhythm game VTuber. I would say if I had to suggest a good song of T-Pazolites, I don't know. Let me see. I mean, I love this song. I will send you the link to this song. Yeah, like, so yeah, T-Pazolite, oh, so that's what you wanted to use it for Beat Saber. I would really love to be able to play Beat Saber. Like, okay, I don't know if anyone else has this thing, but like, do any of you like daydream about being able to play the really hard Beat Saber songs? Like, I do that all the time. Like, it's like, you know those like fantasies of grandeur where you're just like imagining yourself being like rich and famous and cool? Well, I just imagine myself like being able to hit like the really good like Beat Saber songs. I've literally played it like twice because I don't own I don't own a VR set. Literally one of my friends used to have one, and that's like my only experience playing with like one of those things is like using it at like my friend's house, and he used to have it mounted to his ceiling so that you can run around with the VR set like hanging there, and if you like took off the set you could kind of just like let go of it and it would stay attached to the ceiling, but like there was enough slack in the cord that you could like walk around in like a large area and like do whatever you wanted to. It was really cool. I also played a like a Viking game that you became like a giantess and got to like stomp on things. It was really cool, although it kind of made me want to vomit. Like the like, I don't know how to say the, oh yeah, the motion sickness. The motion sickness of like playing those like overly realistic VR games is like crazy. T-Pazolite is like the goat of rhythm games. Hello, me face. I'm so close to it now. Very cool, Bihaj. I respect that you can do Expert Plus. I wish I could totally... Like, my dream for, like, one of my streams would be, like, if I could get, like a VR set and have, like, Beat Saber, but then also have, like, a 3D model of myself, because I know people can, like, download all kinds of, like, models into, like, your, like, Beat Saber character and, like, use whatever, and I wish that I could get a model of myself to play with it. That's so cool. What kind of models did you have? My friend, I remember when I played, at my friend's house with Beat Saber, they had a model of, like, Rem from, why am I blanking on this? You know Rem, blue-haired girl. Like, literally there's no mistaking who Rem is. But I can't remember what the anime's name is off the top of my head for, like, my life. Is it ReZero? It's ReZero. Okay, I remember it now. I did not look at the chat, so if you typed it in chat, you did not tell me. I'm very smart. Very knowledgeable on anime. I also dropped the second season of ReZero. I did not know what the heck was going on. Seemed very dramatic. I don't know. I don't know what was going on in that. But I remember, like, when it was back when, like, Rem was, like, literally, like, the waifu and everyone was, like, crazed about her, that, like, yeah, his character that he let me play as in Beat Saber was Rem. No, I don't mean Ram. Egg Dodge would be, like, really cute to play with on Beat Saber. He'd just be a little tiny guy. Where would his arms go? Did the little, like, Beat Saber swords just, like, float above his head? Can I just, like, play nothing but T-Pazolite forever now on our streams? That would make me happy. We'll see if I get muted. Also, in the same sense that T-Pazolite is the goat of rhythm music, I feel like Nanahira is the princess of rhythm music. She is just so cute. And her voice is perfect and adorable and so recognizable. I feel like she's been in so many things. I feel like, oh hey, I'm sorry, I'm like dying. I'm like towards the end of the stream. Hi Loette, it's good to see you. How are you doing? I am quietly illustrating this cute outfit that I thought of, and I want to make the skirt. I mean, after, like, obviously after your stuff, I need to keep working on your things. I hope that I'm not making you wait too long on anything. But, how have you been lately? Yeah, all of your followers are here. All of your little adorable, very loyal and very poggers followers they're literally all just here. Bihaj is here. Say hi to Bihaj. Like, Bihaj is here. Like, who else is here that I feel like it was also from Loette's page? I know Zedin was here earlier. I don't know. I feel like we share a lot of followers. They're very cool. You've been so busy lately. I feel like, okay, I want to make a stream I've been meaning to ask Loette to resend it to me, but I want to make a stream where just like, even if it's just part of it, I want to make the papercraft doll from Loette's birthday stream that came in the package. I don't think anyone made it. I didn't remember seeing anyone making it and like tagging Loette in it. I was like, what was the whole point of her making the entire cute tiny papercraft thing if like nobody was gonna make it? I was like, it's gonna take me a second to make the thing. And it's so cute, I might as well. Where are the tiny puppy ear things? They're like right here. I'm just a silly little guy and I just want to make papercrafts. And it seems like it would be a waste if we didn't get to like make Loette's papercraft thing. How long did it take, Loette, how long did it take you to make the papercraft though? It looks quite cute. I cannot imagine it would take very long, but it looks adorable, and I just want a tiny Loette for my show. I would like to get all of the cute art that has been made for me, whether it was like I want to get like Loette's art that she gave to me on my birthday, and the art that I commissioned of me, and then the art that what am I thinking? Emmy gave to me, that's literally on screen, the like tiny chibi Emmeline. I want to make that and just like print them all out on the wall, because I do all these like hand cams that are like over by my desk, and we could like totally just like decorate the whole place in like lots and lots of fan arts and stuff, because all the walls are blank right now. It's like finding all of these like teeny tiny things that I did not erase earlier. I want to be able to see the bigger picture here. Very cool. But yeah, I'm excited though, Loette, because like I took like a bunch of like tomorrow, the next day, and then also Halloween off because I wanted to go on vacation, but then I ended up with little Moosh. I like haven't. Wait, Loette, have you met my cat yet? I'm like coughing because I've been streaming for so long and it's been so long since I've done it. But have you met my cat? Would you like to meet her? The camera is on. And we can show you Moosh. Let me find Moosh. Is she in my room with me? Oh my god, she was under the table. Baby. Were you sitting right next to me the whole time and I didn't even know? She was literally like right next to my legs the whole time and I just didn't know that she was there. Okay, babies, will you sit right here if I pet you? Oh no, you're such a small one. Here, actually, maybe... Oh no. I'm sorry, Loette. She's being very moody right now and she does not want to be held. I don't want to force her to do anything, but she's quite cute. I'm sorry, poor Loette. She doesn't want to meet you. Moosh, are you sure? Come here. Come here. Yeah, you. You're so cute. I just wanna hold you and give you little kisses and stuff. I wanna love you forever, Moosh. Oh, I didn't even realize like how dark it is in here too. You're very cute. Alright, there you go. Yeah. Poor little Moosh. Yeah, I know. Here, I'm about to do something super dangerous. But let's see if we can get her over here. Come here, Moosh. Can I look at you? Are you on camera, Moosh? Right there? There you are. Yeah, meow right at the camera. Okay, that's enough of you, Moosh. That's enough out of you. The camera will go back in its place now. The dangers of having a live camera in your hand as a VTuber. I think the camera kind of needs to just go off now. I didn't even realize how dark it had gotten in here. It's like impossible to see through it. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing, Loette. I know I've been subscribed to you for like... Okay, wait, no. I don't mean to say that like I'm like bragging about it. I mean, I am kind of bragging because I'm enjoying the subscription, but I'm pretty sure I've been subscribed to you for like 7 months now. Or like something insane like that. But thank you. I like literally take as much time as you do, but I'm like so looking forward to like all the cute little emotes that you're gonna make. I can't wait. I feel like it's gonna make the streams like so much more fun when we have cute little tiny faces of me all over the place. I'm glad you at least got like a small view of her. I don't even know how much of it got like shown with like everything that was going on here. Let me close this. Moosh is out of the Moosh camera has been shut down. And she's very meowy right now because she hasn't eaten. In fact, this might even not be like a horrible time to end stream. Who is on right now? Which one of these funny fellows can we find? Let us go and see. Hopefully like Emmy is on or something like that. I feel like Emmy was on very recently. Let us see. It doesn't look it, but it looks like Flufflebun is on. Does anyone have any suggestions for who we should raid? Oh no, I know this song will definitely get me demonetized. You are way too common, my little friend. Let us play this one right here. I'm like 100% certain this song is in Muse Dash. She didn't kill the stream. I mean, I guess she kind of killed the stream because she's very cute and she's been like dying for my attention this entire time and now she's hungry. But we have been here for like almost 3.5, I think like 3.5 hours or something like that. I'm not even looking at the time. I'm just kind of assuming. Is there anyone to suggest to raid other than Flufflebun? I suppose we can go in and say hi to her. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we can... I mean, I've never met those individuals, but I mean, if you want to stick by me, I'm sure that it would be fun. Why not? Himi... What is it? Himikyu? That sounds really cute. Let's see if I can type this in here. Yeah, I'm sure you guys can hear Moosh is just meowing like crazy. But no, we'll go check out Himikyu. She sounds like she has a very cute name, and I like meeting new people. It definitely does not intimidate me. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and say hi to her right now. Thank you for those of you who showed up to the stream. I know it was like kind of a quiet, like lame, like stream, and I switched over to like a single PNG to prevent like Discord from like literally blowing up Photoshop. But I appreciate to those of you who like stuck around. Thank you for re-subscribing, Loette, and then thank you for Zedin and Otherworldly and Belnry and everyone for showing up today. It was just a visionary behage. It's always good to see you guys, and like you literally like motivate me to like keep doing like literally all of this. You're amazing. So I will see you guys on Friday.